Xabi Alonso has been appointed the Chelsea manager. Emphasis on manager this time around, not a head coach, not a yes man, not some houseboy to be tossed around, to be ordered around, to be disgraced, to be embarrassed from one pillar to post. Emphasis on manager. It shows that the Chelsea owners, the Chelsea board, they are learning, and it's a very good one. It's a very good sign. It's a sign of improvement. It's a sign that the owners are listening. They're beginning to pay attention to the fans. They're beginning to listen to the opinions of the fans. They're beginning to listen to the cries, to the protests. There was a protest yesterday, around the Wembley Stadium, and I think there was a protest too sometime in the match during the game in the stadium. I didn't really observe, but something like that was said. It was said that it was going to be done yesterday, but I didn't really observe if it was done anyway, in any case. But then, good thing, at least the Chelsea board, the Chelsea owners, they're very smart. They had to use this to console Chelsea fans. They know that the fans are gutted, everybody's angry, emotions are high, the adrenaline's are high, So they just had to do what they did, to, as soon as Chelsea lost the game, it wasn't up to 30 minutes or 1 hour. Xabi Alonso's appointment was announced. The agreement has been done. He has signed the contract for 4 years. He's going to resume his job on the 1st of July. It's a very good one. Unfortunately, what happened yesterday was very sad. We lost the finals. It's official. We had a terrible season. We had a very, very, very terrible, disgusting season. We move on. You're all right. It's football. It's either you win, you lose, or you draw. If you draw, you take your 1 point. If you lose, you move on. If you win, you celebrate, you jubilate, you pop champagne, you wax liquor and all that. But then it has happened. So Chelsea board, being as smart as they are, they had to announce Xabi Alonso's appointment yesterday. 4 years contract. Good one. I wouldn't want to start talking about the longevity of the contract, but for me, I think they would have just given him 2 years with an option for 1 year. As the team progresses, as the progress shows forth, contracts will be extended, and what have you. But then we're only fans. We can only talk about it. We don't have any power over it. We don't have any influence over it. It has happened. Fantastic one, be it as it may. Xabi Alonso is now a new coach, a new manager. Sorry, he's our new manager. Automatically, this shows that he has been given more power. He has been given more influence on the team, on the squad, on the signings. He's going to be involved. That's why Chelsea have not moved for any player yet. When he resumes, probably after the World Cup by July. World Cup is going to be kicking off by June. So probably when the World Cup finishes by July, Chelsea will start making signings, and he's going to be heavily involved. The players he recommends are the ones that the clubs are going to buy. The ones he doesn't want out, they're going to be sold. That is what it is. From what it is, from what we've heard, being a manager, that's what it entails. You ship out the players you don't want, you sign the ones, the club signs the ones that you want, and you use them, you get the result. So this is the point where the club gives you what you want, and if you don't get the result, they have they have the authority, they have the right, they have every moral ground, to question you, to sack you, and whatever. So, however, Xabi Alonso is a fantastic manager. His records are there. Let's look at what he has done, what he did so far in his managerial career. At Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso managed Bayern Leverkusen for 140 competitive matches, hosting an impressive record of 88 wins, 93 draws and 19 defeats. He guided the club to their first ever Bundesliga title, a DFB Pokal and a DFB Super Cup, while famously orchestrating a historic 51 games unbeaten streak across all competitions. So his overall record at Bayer Leverkusen: matches played 140, wins 88, draws 33, losses 19. His win rate at Bayer Leverkusen for 3 seasons was 63%. Massive record. All right, he was at Bayer Leverkusen from 2022, I think 2022 October till the end of 2024-2025 season. He now Madrid came calling, and he moved to Madrid. Now let's look at his record at Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso managed Real Madrid for 232 days between May 25 and January 2026, overseeing 34 matches. He posted an impressive overall managerial record of 24 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses, achieving a 70.6 win percentage before departing to take over as head coach of Chelsea. Head coach. head coach. This is a mistake. Before departing to take over as manager of Chelsea. I don't know why the internet is still putting this narrative, you know. So now, overall record at Real Madrid: total appearances 34, wins 24, draws 4, losses 6, win percentage 70.6, goals scored 76, goals conceded 24. So this is a massive record. You know, if you check his playing career, he played Real Sociedad, he played at Real Sociedad. He came to Liverpool. He won the Champions League with Liverpool. He won the FA Cup with Liverpool. He moved to Real Madrid. He won the Champions League. He won the Spanish La Liga. He won the I think Spanish Copa del Rey. He went to Bayern Munich. He won 3 league titles at Bayern Munich. I think 2015, 16, 17, or 2014, 15, 16. He won 3 titles, league titles at Bayern Munich, and then German Cup, you know, DFB Pokal and all that. And all. This guy, and he was managed by top managers. At Liverpool, he did well. He was the fulcrum of that team at Liverpool. Liverpool fans literally cried when he left. Xabi Alonso is, I think, so many top managers have always, you know, touted him to be a fantastic manager. Right? I'm not being conclusive that he's going to be a success at Chelsea. He's going to win the Premier League, but from his track record, his CV is there, his records are there. You understand? He won about 16 trophies altogether in his playing career, and that's massive. That's a fantastic career. You know, won 2 Champions League, although he didn't win the Premier League in England, but he won the Champions League with Liverpool 2005, Istanbul 2005, if you remember, right? He won the Champions League in 2014 with Real Madrid under Carlo Ancelotti, managed by top managers Jose Mourinho, Rafa Benitez, Carlo Ancelotti, Pep Guardiola. So if it's not really a surprise to see how well he's been faring, you know, in a couple of years being a manager, how he won the Bundesliga. Even Bayern Munich, that has been the chairman, that has been the CEO of Bundesliga, they've not won Bundesliga unbeaten. But Xabi Alonso did it. You understand? So it's such a massive feat to achieve. This guy is a great guy. He's a top manager. He has the potential to be there. Unfortunately, he walked into a very chaotic and egocentric Real Madrid locker room. Yes, he walked into a very terrible locker room at Real Madrid. The players are so egocentric, they are so proud, they are so arrogant, they are so powerful, and this guy is a gentle guy. And he quietly left on mutual agreement. He left to save his career, you know, save himself of the embarrassment. And, you know, a lot of Real Madrid fans are regretting it. They're regretting the fact that, you know, there was so much chaos in the dressing room and he had to leave. You know, unfortunately, it's football. So Xabi Alonso, I believe he's going to be a success. I believe he's going to do well. The track records are there. Fine, he has not been in the Premier League. He has not coached in the Premier League. But from what he did at Leverkusen, winning the Bundesliga in that manner, going to Real Madrid, out of 34 games, he won 24. Beat Barcelona in their Clasico. Bro, if you think Xabi Alonso is not going to do well, then you are not telling yourself the truth. Right? You're not being truthful to yourself. So we expect the best from Xabi Alonso. He's a great guy. He's a great manager. Fantastic. Chelsea did an amazing job, you know, going ahead of Liverpool, although it was reported that Liverpool, we are never interested in, you know, signing him. But then he waited. We heard that he waited for Liverpool. He gave them that respect to see if there could be a chance for him to come coach Liverpool, because that's been his dream job. But he's not going to keep waiting for Liverpool. He wants to come to the Premier League. He wants to get back to the touchline. He wants to get back to coaching. He wants to get back to his managerial position, and and keep doing what he loves doing. You know, so. We're very happy. We're excited. We're waxing lyrical as Chelsea fans. And we hope for the. Honestly, I can't wait for next season to start. World Cup is nearby. Next month, the World Cup will be here by June, and hopefully, by the grace of God, August will be here pretty soon. This is May, June, July. August is in 3 months' time. August will be here, and the season will kickstart, and then we'll see what it has to offer. Right. So, guys, let me have your thoughts, your views, your opinion in the comment section. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop my video. My YouTube channel is Football Fusion TV. Like, follow, subscribe, and share on my Facebook, the Football Fusion, TikTok, Football Fusion TV, Instagram, Football Fusion TV. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Football Fusion here. See you guys very soon. Peace.
Football Fusion.